Today is ride 28. I thought I was filming the last couple rides, but my app keeps crashing on my phone, so I'm sorry to have a delay in the progress report. So here we are, ride 28. Just going to show you some walk work. Laterals on the circle, laterals on the rail, and the progress of getting him to be more balanced underneath me. Starting to get a little bit of an idea of I want him to stretch forward to the bridle. It is not like a forward down tendency with his head and neck instead of the bracing like that, a typical young horse. And then once I get the head down, I ask him to walk on. I lose it, I get it back. It's not a solid thing yet, but we do have a good understanding of I'd like his head and neck to be just longer, lower, which comes from relaxation, but it also takes, he has to lift his sternum to really, truly carry me properly. It takes time. So, doing the same thing as I do in the groundwork. About a 10-meter circle, and I ask this horse to stretch forward down. I have an inside bend, so forward and down, flexion to the inside, stelling, same term. I want to see his eyeball and his nostril, his inside ear focused on me. A little touch of my inside leg there just to say, hey, you're falling in. Hey, you're falling in. Very gently, just this, maybe the hair of the sides. Hey, you're falling in. His right front falls in on this side. Good boy. And once I feel I got good 2 circles of just a nice steady tempo, a little bit of bend here, the next thing I'll ask is, can I influence the shoulders to, no. I know, stuff's happening. Can I get the shoulders to move in and out of the circle? So if I take my right rein and take it to the withers, he should move out. Keep going. And then he should come in. That wasn't a very good response. I will do it a few times until we get a better one. No, thank you. So he wants to brace his neck when he does it. So that's why I said, no, thank you. So I give a little stronger squeeze with my inside rein. Said no. And now move it. And now move it. Good boy. That's better. He's not going to come straight out of the paddock. Perfect. Good boy. That's better. Better answers. Lighter flow. Can he bring the shoulders in, and can he take it out? So always testing my direct and indirect reins. Lightens up the shoulders and get the shoulders in front of the hind legs when I need them to be. The next part would be, could I put my inside leg a hair back and ask for the tail to the outside. So the shoulders are in this case on the circle. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Very nice. Good job, buddy. Nice. Same as I do on the ground. Just trying to translate everything I'm doing from the ground to the saddle. Of course, he's got me in his way. It's harder. It's got to build the muscle to carry the rider and do the things. Good boy. Looking for a stretch. That's fine. So now can I get an outside hind leg in the circle? So I'll turn my left shoulder back. Good boy. Yep. So this is tail to the inside. Right, so my haunch is in on the circle. Good boy. And then can we go straight again? Good job, buddy. Can you put your head down, please, and not look like a llama? Thank you. Just want relax. There's not to be any tension in the reins, but I also don't want tension in the underneck. So I'm always looking for him to put his head down and forward. Doesn't need it as deep as he sometimes puts it, but I'm not worried yet. It comes up when I go faster. And another haunch is in, right leg forward, left leg back just a hair. Turning my shoulders. Keep going. Good boy. Yep, I have an outside hind leg. So when I got both hind legs, I'll change direction. Got both shoulders, both hind legs. This is all done on a 10-meter circle right now. Yeah, you can keep walking. You're supposed to maintain gait. He's checking in. Now we stop it. No, we're not stopping. Good boy. So I'm going to look for some lateral bend, forward down, stepping under. We don't need haunches in. I don't need anything. I just need you to walk forward. So you got a little tap with the whip because he's not maintaining gait. The first ingredients are maintain your line and maintain your speed. He needs to stay on my 10-meter circle, not wiggle around. He needs to keep the tempo and a nice steady 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good boy. Another thing I can do if your horse falls in or out quite a bit, you step in the opposite stirrup real quick. For that split second, which I do here, he fell in, I stepped outside, and he stepped under me and goes, oh yeah, there we go. Now he found center. You can feel when they find center, using all 4 feet equally, the head stretches down into the bridle on its own, right? And it just starts to seek the contact, if you will. That's a term out there, stretching forward to the contact. It just goes, oh, it feels nice to stretch my back. Good. And he just feels so much smoother in those moments rather than a young horse trying to figure out where to put his 4 feet. Good boy. So I want to get my LFS, lateral bend, forward, down, stepping under. Feeling him really balanced in the circle here. Before, I'm going to ask for the laterals. He keeps expecting that I'm going to ask. You need to keep walking. Thank you. No, I'm not asking for laterals until I get consistency of the 2 basics. Your tempo and your line control. And we're drifting in and out. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggles. And boy, there we go. Good. All right. So if you look through those ears, we all be on the same curve. My nose, his nose on the same path. My shoulders, his shoulders the same. My hips and his hips the same. First thing I'm going to play with is the shoulders. Can I take both shoulders? No, we're not doing hunches in. Then can I take the shoulders to the outside without the llama face and without losing tempo? Thank you. Good boy. So I corrected him for speed because that's usually the root issue. It's either stop or go is the main problem. Even though the reins are saying, can you move out? He slowed down, and that's why he braced in the back. Not emotionally, just physically braced. It's pretty relaxed. Can you move your shoulder out? Thank you. Can you bring your shoulders in, please? You're thinking laterals. I'm not. I'm just thinking basics. Move your shoulders over. Good. That one was right. There's a correct answer. Yeah, good boy. And then I can just feel he's more relaxed. He feels straighter. His steps are softer. You can feel a young horse in balance then. So I can get the shoulders to come in and then move out. You can see my hands are passing 2 drinks and passing 2 drinks to somebody on your right, lifting the left rein with the left shoulder now. And now, it's trying to exaggerate without exaggerating because he doesn't need me to exaggerate. I'm going to squeeze my left rein now, and now to his withers, and now to his withers, and now to his withers. Good. So yeah, I can get the shoulders to move in and out. Next part is can I get the hind legs to move in and out of the circle? All right, can I strengthen an inside hind leg? So if I put my leg just a hair back, turn my shoulders, I want his tail to the outside, ideally without llama face. Yeah, good boy. Yeah, there it is. Good, good, good. I'm doing a little squeeze of my left leg now, and now, and now, and now. Good boy. Nicely done. Good boy. That was good. All right. Whoops. We lost our circle. We fell in. Let's get it all back together here without a brace, please. Thank you. It's not an emotional brace. Let me rephrase that. It's just a physical one. They like to do a hammock when they're young and don't have the muscles at their back, and that's detrimental. Building the wrong things, stretching ligaments. We need him to lift his back up and over like a rainbow. A little more wake, please. Thank you. Move the inside hind now for me. And now. Split the tail to the outside, with your shoulder in on the circle. Good boy. That felt better. It doesn't have to be anything drastic. Oh, he needs a stretch. There. You can have one. Really lost tempo there, but that's okay. Something you just ask, and I just stretch. That was hard. That's fine. No, we're not stopping now, okay? You can have a stretch. I was sleeping in the middle. Okay. So the next part is the hunches in. First, can I get my shoulders organized first? And can you not look like a llama? I'm just going to give a little squeeze of the inside rein and say flexion, please. Flexion, please. Hello. It's llama nostrils. Yes. So, yeah, that's better. And when I say llama, he wants to do this with his head and neck, and it's unfavorable. Okay. He knows what the hunches in is. Oh, we have a bug situation. So fly on him. Okay. Crisis averted. Can you put your nose somewhere in here? So just doing a little squeeze of my left rein, squeeze of my left rein, squeeze of my left rein. Hello. Can you at least look left? And now I'm going to have my shoulders turn. See if I can get that haunch just a little more outside shoulder, please. Too much hip. Okay, that's a giant hockey stick. And now, can you pay attention here, please? That left ear is not on me, so he's not going to listen to me. Somebody's dirt biking down the highway there. Oh, there's my ear. If you don't have an inside ear, you don't have the mind. Come here. You gotta think about me. Good boy, let's just go straight for a moment. Yeah, I hear the dirt bike. Don't care. Yeah. And then, hunches in on the circle. Hey, you can be lighter and focus here, please. Thank you. Focus here, please. I see it too. I don't really care. Good boy. You can focus here, please. Right? And so when I say you can focus here, please, I'm touching him with my inside leg like this and saying, hello, inside circle. Hello. A little tiny vibration squeezing my inside rein going, hello. Hello. And I can even tap him with the whip here and say, hello. Oh, there he is. Oh, there's my hunches in. Oh, hi. Thanks for showing up. So, super common. Big distraction. And he's not spooking, but he's very distracted. They're not going to hear all your subtle aids. Rather than getting louder, I just work on focus. Hello, are you here with me? And the moment he was here with me, I asked for hunches and I got it. But all this other mess here was just me trying to say, and he was trying to give me hunches in. I wasn't even asking. He's like, I'm trying to multitask. And I think she wants hunches in, but I need to look at that. Well, I didn't get in. It was a hot mess. I don't get mad at him. I just keep saying, excuse me, and I'll just get a little louder and create focus. Hi, good boy. And he knows that when I tap him there, he's supposed to look. It's like, hello, I'm going to bug you. I'm going to bug you. I'm going to bug you. Hi. Your focus needs to be back here where I am. It's like tapping somebody on the shoulder, right? So I do that with my inside leg. Yeah, boy. I just do a little touch with my heel on that, right where my leg is sitting, and you saw the ear come like, what? Like, good, thank you. I love it when you're paying attention, okay? I call that my focus button. All right, so, no, can we just start that over? I asked you for head down, and then I asked you to walk, and you stuck it out. Okay, thank you. Work in progress, the head up thing. Okay. So, we got our laterals on a circle. Next little piece is going to be show you how our turn on the forehands are coming. So can we, hey, you're not listening. So when he leans on me, no, work on the back up again. Excuse me. You're not listening. I just want to squeeze very lightly, and then you immediately, thank you. Come off my hand. That's a good boy. I don't know where you were. You're thinking things that I'm not, okay? So now I'm going to put my left leg back, but we're not leg yielding. We're not leg yielding. If I squeeze the reins, you move only just the hind leg, okay? And the hind leg, the hind leg, and the hind leg. Yeah, like that. Good job. Because he knows everything, so he just starts doing stuff sometimes I haven't even asked. So the turn on the forehand, I want to be able to have him so that he's not planting a front foot, but he is really responsive too. It's the amount of inside rein. If I squeeze the reins lots, you stop the front feet, and okay, we can have a planted pivot foot, which is handy for gate opening and obstacle work. But then there's times that I want him to not plant the pivot foot or plant a foot. Just asking him to put his head down first. And can you march and march and march and march and walk on. Okay, good boy. So we're just getting some adjustability there that depends on how much rein I give him. Depends on how much forward movement. So if you close the brakes and only tell the hind leg to move, well, then you get a planted turn. If you give a little bit of gas power or allow a little bit of freedom in the face, then they'll go forward. This time, I'm going to go to that white marker on my fence and get a leg yield. Let's increase the tempo a little bit. Good boy. Good boy. Well done. So that's the same yielding of the hind leg, but now an A to B. A lot of times you do this from the quarter line to the rail. I'll just go down just a little early from the quarter line. The camera can pick me up. Stepping into my right stirrup, sliding my left leg back. So squeezing with my leg. Softly now. And now you can windshield wiper your whip if your horse is sticky to say, all of you, attaboy. Good job. So That's our work on yielding the hind leg off the left leg. Now we'll do the right leg. Just waiting for him to answer the question of head down in my inside ear. Somebody driving in next door with a boat. Didn't see a lot of boats on the farm where you were. Hey, pay attention, please. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to slide my right leg back. And we should feel a hind leg stepping, hind leg stepping, hind leg stepping. Come on. Good boy. I'm not squeezing more than, hey. That's pushing on my hands. No. I know it's a mistake. You're sorry. Give him a moment. He's like, oh, right. Yeah, I know. You're sorry. I don't put up with pulling. Many reasons. If you can't stop, you got to stop. If you feel them pushing against you and you're putting on like 1 ounce back to say, hey, slow, that's your half out, and they put on 10 ounces and push forward, and my hand, I can't close this hand since it broke. So I feel those fingers opening. I've lost my brakes. So if he's learning to push into the cavesson or the bit eventually, I won't be able to pull back. And, even though that's a safety issue for me, that's also just, you want your horse light. So when you squeeze, they should go, oh, sorry, you wanted me to slow down or rebalance my weight. Yes, I did. I'm so sorry. And sometimes when we get doing the laterals, of course, he gets a little emotional because he's like, oh, it's hard work. Well, you don't pull on me on it's hard work, okay? You just tell me it's hard work. Right? Good boy. So now I'm going to slide my leg back and we'll just do a stationary one, okay? If it stressed you out, just do a stationary. 1, 2. 1, 2. Inside hind, outside hind. Good boy. See? Don't you have amnesia? Now if I touch the reins, you put your nose. Thank you. Good. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, Diva. Good boy. You're a good boy. I know you made a mistake. Right? Well, we fixed it. Now he's listening to my half up and squeezing. He's slowing his right front, bending. Yeah, I know. Just let him lean on you for a minute. And I'm going to see if I can have a little bit more. No. Don't go forward. Good. Yeah. Good boy. That's it. Yeah. Nice. It's a little harder on that leg to cross under, but that was nice. That time he didn't pull on me. He went, yes, the half outs, because I was squeezing to say, you can go forward a little, but not that much. Not forward a little and not that much. So it is hard for them to put it all together. All right. So that's a progress report on the planted, turn on the forehand, moving forward, like a pinwheel, turn on the forehand. Now we'll do leg yields. Okay. Show you how he's moving from an inside track, big bug on your neck, to an outside track, stepping left stirrup. And he should move over like a bus changing lanes. Good boy. And I'll come down this quarter line here. Show you leg yield over again. Good boy. Good boy. You could go a little quicker. No, not really. I'm moving over and I'm straight. Good job, buddy. Okay. All right. Leg yields. The other thing we work on is our turns. So we have a, hey, keep your head down, please. Thank you. We have our western turn. So I should be able to neck rein him to the left. Yeah, you can go. You can go. And if I need quicker, I remind him with my inside leg, like a quick pop and outside leg, right? Good boy. Nice. Yeah, that's good. Okay, walk on, please. Oh, fantastic. Some days he's harder to get his right front across his left front for sure. And then if I want to neck rein him to the right, just get my whip ready in my left hand. I just want a nice straight western type turn. You can see this side's a lot easier for him. If I need speed, I could put leg on, but I don't need speed. I'm just doing a very light pulse with the rein, right? Boy. But a very clear understanding, of course, of the neck rein. He knows that. Okay, so he's going to be very Can you put your head down, please? I really don't like it when you do that. Thank you. Western and English. Okay, so there's our turns. Western. Now we're going to do our turns English. Okay, English, Western dressage, working act. It's a pirouette. Okay, so the first thing I need to show you guys is, do we have the haunches in? So I'm going to do some haunches in here. Not a half pass yet, sweetie. Just the haunches in. Good. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. Nice. And then I'll do haunches in again. Good boy. And I'm going to start making that haunches in turn into a turn. I'm pointing the outside rein that I used for the western turn. Whoopsie. That was planted. You need to keep marching with the hind legs. Yeah, good. And keep his curl in his body. Stepping into my inside stirrup a little better for him. I could help him more. That's it there. Good job. Good boy. It's a great try, buddy. So we can call these working walk pirouettes they're called. They're just, it's just haunches in. And then taking that haunches in from a larger circle. Say from the rail over here. Hey, pay attention, please. Thank you. And then taking that haunches in and making the circle smaller. Good. Wake up on his shoulder here, so you need to free that up. Good boy. And you need your hind leg. And you need your hind leg. Good boy. Oh, that's more power. That's more power. Well done. Good job, buddy. Okay. So we can kind of play. It's not an end goal of this is a pirouette by 28th ride. I'm just teaching him, can I shape you? Right? Can I shape you into a C curve? Can I do a little bit of a turn and maybe take you out of that and go chase the bull without arcing your body? Oh, that spooked you. It says he's like, oh. Or it's just rolled inside the shelter there and kicked sand everywhere. Okay, so now we're going to do the haunches into the left. With this couple little moments of half pass and whatever else it's got to take. But first I got to get, do I have haunches in before I can turn it into a pirouette? And we got haunches in. Good boy. I'll let him out of it and tell him he's good. And then I put my body into the position, left leg forward, right leg back. Hello. Good boy. That's a nice haunches in. Good boy. It's getting quicker and quicker to give me a similar shape as on the ground. Good boy. Yeah. Nice. Good job, buddy. Oh, I know. He says, give me a bigger scratch than that. I did it really good. Did. I think the nice thing is he really understands school. You can't, you're not going to be showing him in any fancy shows and after being with me for 3 months, but he certainly understands. Carry the rider. Let's do the pirouette. Yeah, good boy. Good. Yeah, good. Super. Love it. Very careful. Kept his bend. We've had some trouble with that. Practicing a lot. But he has a hard time keeping the flexion at the pole and left bend. Okay, so that was nice. That was a great effort, sweetie. Yeah, it's very clever boy. I know, I'm just the cleverest ever. Very sweet boy. Okay, so I'm going to just see if we can get that shape of the haunches in again. Maybe get a couple of half-pass steps. Hey, can you bring your left flexion, please? It's a thing. I'm really getting into him about this. As you can see, when I say getting into him, it's not a mean thing. It's just, no. I'm going to pull on your neck. Good, no, well done. Give me more steps than that. Yes. And yeah. Flexion. You're bracing in the neck. Let's get out. No. Walk out of it. Let's try again. Steps aren't as nice as, yeah, there it is. Oh, wow, cool. It's hard to describe, but it feels like they just pick you up and move you over instead of all the pieces going in separate entities in the turn. They just go whoop, whoop, way. Okay, and the better my haunches in work gets, the more prepped he's going to be for a super balanced canter. And I know I posted a video yesterday about the canter work. I am absolutely positive somebody with a healthier body could canter this colt right now. I cannot jar my neck, and so I don't want to be flopping around on an out of balance 3-year-old. So I'm making sure for his body and my body that we get a really nice canter on the lunge before I get on him and at the canter. And the better his haunch is in, the better the canter will be. Okay, so haunch is in right. Good. And then I'll just show a little bit of the shoulder in work that I've done just on the one rail here and wrap it up. Reactivate this walk a little, sweetie. So one of the ways to help a young horse just get the feel of what a shoulder in would be, the reason I do leg yields, it's not done, it's a very split world when it comes to leg yields in the classical world. You either love them or you hate the leg yield. So I'll leg yield my horse to the rail so I can get that inside hind leg consistently under him, understanding that that's, no, you're bracing. Yeah, you're bracing. Yep, there it is. Yeah, you got it. Good boy. No, you've got to keep this coming. The hind leg isn't coming. We don't have a shoulder. Yes. There we go. There it is. Good boy. There has to be softness in there, but the hind leg is stepping under. Stepping under. So I'm going to do a bit of a shoulder in on the circle here as well. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. And keep that hind leg stepping out towards the fence. So it's tail to the fence. And then my little half halt inside the ring, both hands into the ring, both hands into the ring, both hands in. In, and hey, you got it. I'm just showing you big releases. There's been little releases, but good, you got it. No, you're so close. Good boy. Oh my God, that is so freaking hard. And it is hard, guys. The shoulder in's harder than the haunches in. You can have shoulder 4 fairly easily, but shoulder in takes about 2 years to accomplish. So I'm not expecting him to have that. But he understands what I'm looking for. We're getting there. Okay, so I'll do another little shoulder in along the fence here. Oopsie, my reins are all messed up. So I'm going to start with a leg yield. Can I? Hey, your nose doesn't go up in the air. Thank you. Can I move my horse over to the fence? Over to the fence. And then as his tail gets closer to the fence, I'm going to keep his tail to the fence. This is only one of many ways I teach shoulder in. This just seems to be working for his fellow. Okay, so just showing you what I've been doing with him because that's it there. This, for some reason, makes sense to him. He's like, okay, track and 3 tracks, track and 3 tracks. I can do that. Track and 3 tracks, track and 3 tracks. I can do that. Good boy. That's 3 right there. Good. And halt. Just hey. And get off my hands, please. You were starting to lean. Thank you. Oh, he's like, I'm so sorry. He knows he shouldn't be leaning on me. Okay, I'm going to just do shoulder in towards that fence now. I don't care if there's a fence or not, right? It's just, and it's kind of like a leg yieldish thing right now, but I will get more bend. Hello, more flexion. Yeah, there it is. Good boy. I'm just going to leave it at that. So it's not a shoulder in yet, but the main thing I'm teaching him is, can he walk in a weird angle? Like, how does this make sense to a horse? Let's walk like this all the time. Okay, so can I get that foot there? Same with the haunches in. Haunches in makes a bit more sense because it's canter position. That's how they canter. But the shoulder in is not anything that they do. So it's really isolating. Can you get an inside hind leg? Can you get an inside hind leg? Can you keep the shoulders here? So it's really about control and adjustability. Okay, and so he's understanding it. We're starting. We got the groundwork laid, per se, right? He knows it on the ground, and so now I'm trying to get it under saddle.